Alright guys, and welcome back. So I've been doing some resource gathering off camera, and I've gotten most of what we need for the next project. As you can see here, we still need a little bit of copper, we still gotta get wheat, and we still gotta get brown mushroom blocks. As you can see here in our notebook. So today we're gonna build a wheat farm and a mushroom farm. Let's get to it. We're just going to build a temporary wheat farm here. This uses bone meal and a dispenser and a piston. It's not super efficient. It's 3 bone meal per wheat plant, so I'm getting a 1 to 3 ratio here. Not ideal, but I do have a bone meal farm, so I just had to AFK for a little while. We're just going to get some redstone here, and we're going to get everything we need. Let me just make some dust. But this is wool. This is red wool. Why do I have red wool as a redstone placement block? Let me make some pistons. And I'm gonna need some dirt. So let me let me just get some dirt over here. And we're just gonna get to building this farm. Again, this is gonna be super temporary, so we're gonna cut over to the farm being finished. Okay, so as you can see here, we got the farm finished, and I believe it's in working. We just got to do some tests and make sure our timing is correct. So when this farm is on, it should dispense bone meal, but this timing has to make sense for the piston so it doesn't break it too early. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, it gets hit with 3 bone meal from the dispenser before the piston breaks it, and then all I have to do is sit here and hold my right click. So let's run over to our bone meal farm and let's do a little AFK and get ourselves a shulker of bone meal. We're over here at the bone meal farm, and as you can see, it's broken. I don't know why it's not working. I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting and figure out why this is not producing moss. Okay, I figured it out. The water bucket timing was just off. Now it seems to be working just fine, so I'm gonna AFK here for a little while, and I will catch you back at the wheat farm. Okay, so we're just gonna AFK here, and I'm gonna set up a auto clicker to plant this automatically, and I'm gonna go AFK for a second while this plants. And just like that, we got, I think, enough wheat to get our build at least started. For sure started. Most likely done. I really don't know how much I'm going to build. I don't know how big this building is going to be. I just know what blocks I need. So let's clean this up. Let's turn this off. Let's store some seeds in here in case I need to come back. Okay, and so now we're just going to clear off this little plateau of dirt here. We're going to build our mushroom farm. This is where we're going to gather any big mushroom blocks that we need. Mushroom stem, red mushroom, brown mushroom. We primarily need brown mushroom block. We're just going to build the structure for this now. We're not actually going to build any aesthetic looking building. In fact, I think I'm going to have this actually floating off the ground a little bit so I don't have to do any more digging later. I could just build a floor with it instead of having to dig down to build the floor later. I'm just going to build this up. Get out of here! Okay, so I need an allay. I'm going to use one of these to gather the mushrooms for now as I harvest them. I don't really feel like running around and gathering them. It's not super ideal because I don't have a structure to gather or at least contain all the mushroom blocks. They kind of just go everywhere at the moment. So we're going to take one of these guys and we're going to drag them back to the new area through the nether. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Wish me luck. And this is going to be the hardest part. We just got to get past all of this. All right, let's just go. Let's just run. Come on, come on. Are you still behind me, buddy? Yep. Yep, I see him. I see him. I think we're okay. I hear a ghast. I hear a ghast. We're getting lucky. Oh my god, we're getting lucky. I really didn't build a safe bridge. Okay, okay, okay. Oh man. We got this. We got this. We're getting here. Easy mode. Easy mode. Look at the portal's right there. Now we just got to get him. We got to get him through it. There's a hole there. That's dangerous. Okay, we got to get this gassed. Okay, let me get my bow. Let me just. Sniper. Sniper. Got him. Okay, that was close. All right, I need you to get in the portal. Get in. Get in there. No, get in the portal. Get in the portal. No, get. Oh my god. Okay guys, so I have realized that I recorded the entire building process of this and I didn't include any audio. So we're just going to go through and we're going to do a quick tour of this build. So all I have here is a simple redstone clock. Just goes through comparator on negative or comparator on subtraction mode. That just loops back into itself and sends a couple pulses. These are connected to dispensers that are filled with bone meal. And all I'm going to do is I am going to I'm going to put a mushroom on every single one of these blocks. And what will happen is they will all grow into giant mushrooms. If you have a mushroom on podzol or mycelium and you hit it with bone meal, it will immediately grow into a large mushroom. If you have it on dirt, it takes a little while. It depends on the light level and stuff. But if you have it on mycelium or podzol, it'll grow immediately. So we just come over here, activate our dispenser, grows all our mushrooms except one, but we're okay. And then we just go through and we harvest it down. And we have a couple little allays over here that can collect items for us. Or not. There he goes. I don't know what took him so long. But yeah, it's a very simple build. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on it, I can always provide that. But for now, this is what it's going to be. I've already harvested everything I need. So we have plenty of brown mushroom blocks to complete the build. So if we just need to fill this shulker here with this. Down. And so as you can see here, let me just set this down. We've gotten most of our supplies. We still need a little bit of that copper. I'm just going to go some mining off camera. And we've gotten everything else we need. So I think in the next episode, we'll start to see some progress on the windmill build. But for now, I think I'm going to call it an episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please critique me in the comments if my audio is a little off or if my video needs to be a little bit smoother. Just let me know. We also need a name for the settlement, so comment below a new name. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. I will be uploading more. Thank you for watching. I hope I see you next time.